Welcome to the Ultimate Business Website Workshop featuring Karen Rose. We would now like to introduce media personality, Gaynell Marshall. Gaynell is a veteran radio and television personality with over 25 years of experience. Gaynell has added public speaking and elocution to her business acumen over the past 5 years and is currently the radio program manager for Y103.3 FM station. In 2020, she co-produced a web-based series called The Pivot Series that highlights the major contributions made to business and entrepreneurship by women in Barbados. Welcome, Gaynell.
And welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We just definitely got ourselves hooked up in the right way here. So we are absolutely ready to start with this incredible workshop. It's going to be featuring Karen Rose, and he is going to be showing us why we need a website, what kind of websites we're going to need, where to source your information, and really get you excited about the whole concept, because trust me, we have been excited here all week long. We're also going to have other incredible speakers here today, and we want you to get to know them all. So we are going to start with our opening remarks that are going to be presented by Business to Business Director Carlisle. And Carlisle has been with the company for quite some time now, and he is going to open up today's session to make sure that you know exactly what you need to know about today's actual opening events. I hand it over to you, Carlisle.
Thank you, Gaynell. Hello, everyone. Hi, business partners, colleagues, friends, and everyone who is expecting to get value from today. We're really glad that you've decided to join us. This, in case you haven't been aware, is the Ultimate Business Website Workshop. And we are glad that you took the time to join us today. As many of you know, this forms part of our Innovation Conference series and is powered by Flow Business. Now, C&W Communications through Flow Business is proud to be a partner. No, a friend. You know what? We're an ally of small businesses. And today we want to underscore that, as we come together to leverage our strengths and to further explore the ways that we can continue to exploit our synergies, we want to walk hand in hand with you. If you're a business owner, a manager, or someone who just cares about the progress of your organization, then we are here for you. Let me also take this opportunity to say thank you for choosing Flow Business. We're proud to keep you connected over the strongest, the fastest, and most reliable networks in the Caribbean. And we're always at your service. Now, as you prepare for today's workshop, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a moment right now. Think about what your business is doing right now. And to do that, I want you to ask yourself a few specific questions related to your business. Are you fully leveraging your e-commerce platforms? Do you even have an e-commerce presence? Are your business systems providing you with timely data so that you can target specific customers and customer segments? Do you have social logins to see your connected clients, therefore giving you a better profile of your customers? Is your business cashless and secured? How did you get answer? Well, not to worry, you will get firsthand insights to all these questions and so much more as we learn how to increase our digital presence, enhance our profiles, and turn clicks into online dollars. And as you may be aware, Flow Business has a suite of smart solutions that includes custom-built website creation in less than a week, with the option to add an online store, plus a digital help desk with 24/7 technical and digital help that goes beyond just products and services. They are there to help you. Our theme as a business services division this year is delivering the wow. We want to deliver the wow in the products that we offer. We want to deliver the wow in the services we provide. We want to deliver the wow in the experience that you get when you do business with us. And from a small business perspective, now is the time to be transformational. We at Flow Business, we like to be by your side every step of the way. Here's what I know. Digital disruption, yeah, It's real and it's happening now, right now. With that in mind, we want to help connect your customers with your brand and lead them to share their positive experience so that you too can deliver the wow for your customers. And ultimately, what that means is that you get to upsell, you can increase your revenue per interaction, you can make those dollars and make a difference by the value that you can provide. So let me take this opportunity once again to say thank you for joining us. And I hope, in fact, I know that you will find today's session extremely useful. We guarantee it. So from all of us at C&W Business and Flow Business, we invite you to have a wonderful time, enjoy yourself, and make sure you grab all the knowledge that you can. Do enjoy. Thank you so much. Back to you, Gaynell.
Thank you so much, Carlisle, Director of B2B Barbados and South Caribbean Flow Business. Now, throughout this morning's proceeding, we're going to have opportunities to do just this, have polls, okay? So the polls in question are designed for you to just think about and answer accordingly. So let's start with our first poll of the day. Are you happy with the top results when someone Googles your name or business? Are you happy? The poll is now open. All you have to do is click yes or no. Now, there's no wrong answer. It really is, are you happy? And once you have done that, we're going to leave the poll open for a little bit longer so you can achieve that. And throughout the session, I'm sure Carol's going to help you make one of those answers a better answer for you. So if you're not happy, how do we get you happy? If you're happy, how do we get you to exhilarated with the results? So the poll is going to be open for a few seconds more. Are you happy with the results when someone Googles your name or business? Okay, the poll is now closed. Let's see what we've got where the happiness is concerned. Well, a number of you seem quite happy with your results, but guess what? A bigger number, not so happy. But as I said, I feel like we can change that narrative today with our guest speaker who is coming up next. So at this time, I'm going to introduce you to Karen Rose, an online business strategist and entrepreneur. Now, Karen has worked with Caribbean entrepreneurs and businesses right across the region, and his main focus is helping businesses build their digital presence and monetize their platforms. And he also hosts one of the top business podcasts in the Caribbean, Digipreneur FM, so follow that. Mr. Rose has worked with companies across the Caribbean, such as Flow, B-Mobile, Huawei, Sagicor, Scotiabank, Eastern Credit Union, FCB, WePay, and Loop Caribbean. So let's change some of those no's to yeses right now as we introduce Karen Rose.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Coming to the stage by way of Trinidad and Tobago, he's one of the top thought leaders in the Caribbean region. He works with entrepreneurs in building their digital presence and teaching them how to monetize their platforms. He's the host of the popular Digipreneur FM podcast. And quite frankly, when it comes to navigating the digital age, there is no one better. Please welcome the Digiboss, Mr. Karan Rose.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Flow Business Ultimate Website Workshop. We have so much to talk about, and I want to thank you, Gaynell, for the lovely and warm introduction, all right? We have so much to talk about, and I know that the topic of websites has given headache to everybody in business across the Caribbean region, right? We have seen so much information about doing it yourself. You start the process, you realize that, it's problematic doing it yourself. Then you try to find somebody to do it for you, and then you see the costs of getting some of these things done, and you're just like, wow, I'm never gonna get this done. But we're gonna be solving some of those problems today, because your website is your most important digital asset. That is ground zero. That is the building block for building digitally. Now, before we get into the entire presentation, I need to give you guys some energy. I need to have a little warm up. We're gonna play about 15 seconds of one of the biggest songs out right now coming out of the Caribbean, just to warm you guys up. Please. All 2022 business owners, drink your water and mind your business, mind your baby. And without further ado, let us get started in the workshop for today. I just wanted to warm you guys up. So we're going to be diving into some key topics today. So I'm going to give you guys a brief rundown as to who I am. Then we're going to be talking about why you want to start a website for your business. We're going to be taking a look at the benefits of going with the free website builders versus the paid website builders. I know that is a big question mark for some people. And then I'm going to give you a live demonstration of how to go about getting your domain name, your hosting platform. I'm also going to show you how to get started with WordPress, because it's a platform where all Caribbean payment gateways connect with it perfectly fine. So I'm going to show you how to go about doing a theme installation and get that. And I'm kind of balancing it out, because if you are thinking about doing it yourself, I'm going to be showing you how you could get started with doing it yourself. And then we have one of our Flow business representatives coming in to show you the Flow business solution, where Flow can build out your website. So you're going to see the best of both worlds today, and then we're going to be diving into the Q&A. So just a little bit about me, so you guys know who you are talking to or listening to today. If this is your first time connecting with me or jumping into one of my workshops, I want to say, how do you do? So I work with Caribbean entrepreneurs and businesses across the region to help them build their online presence and monetize their platforms. I've worked with some of the biggest companies across the region. Gaynell has already dove into that, so I'm going to leave that out. I am super, super passionate about educating the Caribbean community and people of color on learning how to become self-reliant through mastering e-commerce. I'm a smartphone junkie. I'm an animal lover. Some of my favorite pets that I've had to this date have been my Rottweiler Bronx, my two cats, Archie and Alfie, who are the bane of my existence, and my bearded dragon named Boo. And I know some of you guys are thinking, you keeping a lizard in your house? Yes. So to put you in the frame of mind today, I need to say something to set the tone for today, all right? And that is, your best thinking for the last 5 years is your baggage today. And keep that in mind, because nobody could have predicted the pandemic. Nobody could have predicted how long the pandemic has stayed with us. So a lot of the things that you were probably doing pre-pandemic that were working up to that point are no longer working, which is why a lot of you guys are here today. So keep in mind that a lot of the things that we would have learned prior to the pandemic are no longer relevant. It is a new time. So I want you guys to keep an open mind as we work through the entire presentation. So why start a website? Well, let's look at a few reasons why. I'm gonna give you guys 4 good reasons to start. There's plenty, but I'm gonna give you guys 4 just to whet your appetite. Number 1, your website is your digital home. Your website is your digital real estate. It's the one place you have full control over. If you think about it, social media, if good old Zucks has said, you know what, I don't like your post today, they could remove you, they could suspend you. You have no control over the algorithm changes or anything that happens on social media. Your website, your digital home is that one place you have 100% control over. Number two, e-commerce. You are able to sell your products and services and generate leads on your platform. Now, this is a very big one because unlike a lot of other markets throughout the entire Caribbean, no social media platform has given us, the Caribbean region, any of the e-commerce tools. So we don't have Instagram shops, we don't have Facebook shops where we can actually settle, we can actually pay for products directly on Facebook. We don't have these things. That means that when you are working with any of the social media platforms, you as the business have to be able to direct the traffic you get from social media directed to your website where e-commerce can happen and your customers can do business with you from anywhere in the world. Number three, building your brand, your website. Think about it. You jump on Google, you type in, how do I make pizza dough? And you get a laundry list of links to websites teaching you about how to make pizza dough. Now, even when there are videos, a lot of those videos are embedded on the person's websites, but you do get to see the majority of the search engine result pages are links to websites. So it's critical in building your brand. And last but not least, your website is the best employee. Your website doesn't take a day off. Clients can find you via the search engines and do business with you at any point in time. And I know all across the Caribbean, we complain about the same things. Oh gosh, the workers are calling in sick again. And then you realize you jump on their social media and they're on the beach relaxing and liming. Your website, nah, go do that for you. Your website will show up every single day and be there to generate your leads and sell to your clients without taking any kind of day off. So we have a quick question for the poll. Get your fingers ready for the question to hit the poll, all right? Have you been looking to use a free or paid platform to build your website? Have you been looking to use a free or paid platform to build your website? And we're gonna give you guys about 30 to 40 seconds to get your answers in. I'm very curious because we're gonna be diving into the pros and cons of why you should go free, why you should go paid. We're gonna be talking about that. But let me just see, we're gonna take a pulse check. Have you been looking to use a free solution or a paid solution? I'm very interested to see these results. Very interested to see because it's gonna, what we're gonna be diving into is gonna kind of help you guys, whether you guys want to go the route of free solutions versus paid solutions. All right. So waiting to see those results, and as they come in, all right, let's take a look. What do we got? 49% said yes, they want free. They don't want to pay for the website. They want to use a free solution. 41% said they're looking at the paid solutions. 10% says, I'm not looking to build a website. That 10%, by the time this workshop is done, you are going to be somewhere in the other platform, but you definitely want to build your website, all right? All right, so free versus paid web building platforms, both have their place. Let's jump right into it. So here are 4 benefits, and I'm keeping it nice and simple and digestible for you guys so you guys have a clear picture, right? So here are 4 benefits to using some of the free solutions. Well, number 1, it's free 99, right? It's free. There's no upfront investment, so you can get started right away with building your digital presence. Number 2, established communities. A lot of the free platforms do have a built-in community. Think about like Wordpress.com. They have an automatic built-in community where you're building your website with, and they're going to be pushing out a lot of the content that you're producing on your site to that established community. So that's a benefit right there. Number 3 is no tech knowledge. I know many of you have not built the website simply because you get started and you're like, nah, I'm not tech savvy. This thing is too much. Me nah go do it. So you don't start. The free solutions, for the most part, you don't need any kind of tech knowledge. And last but not least, number 4, it's great for starters. If you just want to blog as a hobbyist or test out blogging or get your feet wet with, again, building your online presence, you know, the free platform is good. But remember, in this workshop, we're talking to business owners. The majority of you that have come in here have a business. So, you know, let's look at some of those cons of using the free platform. All right. Oh, before we get into the cons, we're going to be looking at, here are some of the top free website platforms. So number 1 is WordPress.com, not to be confused with WordPress.org. WordPress.com is an online blogging community that you can build a website from, all right? WordPress.org is the actual WordPress building website software, all right? Number 2, Wix. Wix, you could use their free platform or their free plan. It's an easy drag and drop page builder that will allow you to start building your digital presence. Number 3, Weebly, a very simple, easy to use drag and drop website builder. Again, it's free, keeps your website modern, and they have quite a bit of different templates, and it's mobile friendly as well. And number 4, strikingly, it offers one of the simplest website builders around. It allows you to make a full one-page website in under 30 minutes. So again, these things are good to get you started. Now let's look at some of the cons. Here are the cons. You know the good old saying, the good old proverb that says, free thing not good? Well, some free things are good. But let me tell you some of the cons about using a free platform. Number 1, there's no monetization. What do you mean? You cannot monetize on these platforms. What does that mean? You can't make money. And if you can't make money, does it make sense? Bruh. No, it doesn't make sense. Number 2, no ownership. You don't own the platform and you can be banned. Imagine you build out your whole site, you're putting all your business information, and all of a sudden you get banned from the platform. That's not good for business either. So and on top of that, you don't even own your own domain name. So you're going to see things like KaronRose.wixsite.com. That's not a good look for your brand neither, right? So you don't get to own your domain with the free platforms. And number 3, limited tools. The tools to customize are very limited, so you can't do the things that you want to do on the platform. And the type of content you create on the platform is very limited as well. Also, the data tools that you're able to get or able to connect are very limited, and they limit the types of data that you could use to be strategic in how you grow your business online. So let's look at the top benefits of the paid platforms, all right? So number 1, full customization. You could customize every aspect of your blog to represent your brand and your website, right? Number 2, monetization. You can directly monetize on these platforms in all of its splendor and glory. There's tons of ways that your website can help you make money. A paid platform is going to allow you to do that. Number 3, ownership. You own your domain name. It's KaronRose.com, not KaronRose.wixsite. Whatever, right? KaronRose.com. You own your domain name. You own all the content, and there's no censorship on your platform. And number 4, one of the most important things that doesn't get talked about enough across the Caribbean region is the analytics. You get access to more data tools to get insights on your audience. The data that we get from social media is nothing. I hardly even look at a lot of the data that Facebook gives you or Instagram gives you because it's very minor. However, with your website can be set up to collect endless, copious amounts of data on your audience to get surgical with how you build your digital presence. All right, so here are some of the top paid platforms, because I know I've whet your appetite. Now you're probably thinking, okay, well, what are those paid platforms that we can use? Number 1, WordPress.org. Fun fact, did you know that WordPress powers over 46% of the entire internet? Over 46% of the entire internet is built using the WordPress website building software. Even the White House in the US, their website is built off of WordPress. Sony's website is built off of WordPress. You'd realize a lot of websites are using the WordPress software. Number 2, Squarespace, another really good platform, simple to use, sophisticated templates. You can do some really amazing websites on Squarespace. Number 3, Wix. I know you guys probably sick of hearing about Wix because they advertise the most out of everybody, but they have a really good platform as well. And number 4 is the platform making all the headlines, Shopify. Great platform to build your website, sell your products, and it's also the #1 platform when it comes to drop shipping integration. And for those who are asking about payments, yes, you can get paid with Caribbean payment gateways on Shopify, with Wix, WordPress, Squarespace. We'd have to use things like PayPal and Stripe, but that's another conversation. So let's look at some of the cons to the paid platforms, because it can't be all good, right? Let's look at some of the cons. Number 1, upfront investment. You need to spend some money to make some money, right? But the investment, depending on the platforms, let's just say if you were to look at WordPress, WordPress is going to start you at, you can get your WordPress website from starting at $3 US a month. That's the starting point, right? And then it kind of goes up depending on your platform and what you're trying to do, right? But that's just to give you an idea as to the type of investment you need to start a website. Number 2, the learning curve. You will need to learn some technical knowledge to get everything right, because even on the simple to use platforms like a Wix or Shopify or Squarespace, right? Those are easier to start building your websites with than WordPress. But you still, after you've built a website, you still have to learn how to drive traffic to your platform, and you got to learn about all the little intricacies in building your digital presence in order for your website to do what it needs to do in the background and generate leads and sales for you. Number 3, analysis by paralysis. Without the limitations, you may suffer from a sheer volume of possibilities with what you can build. The biggest con with WordPress is WordPress is open source, meaning there are literally like 5,000 ways to build a website on WordPress. Versus when you're using a Wix, you have a couple of templates, or you have a limited amount of templates, right? And they change them ever so often, but it's easier to get started. WordPress, there's just so many ways to start building that it gets confusing at the end. So that is a big con out of building your own platform. And next up, we have another poll question. So get your fingers ready, people. We have another poll question. And this poll question is, are you interested in selling products online through your website? Are you interested in selling products online through your website? Let me tell you something while you guys enter in your information, or while you guys select the answer. One of the greatest emails you will ever receive in your life as a business owner is waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go get some water, and you just happen to check your phone and you see emails coming in. New order, new booking, client booked a call, PayPal emails, WePay emails, First Atlantic Commerce emails. You made money while you slept. By far, those are the best emails. And you don't get those emails if you don't have a website and e-commerce set up. So that being said, are you interested in selling products through your website? Talk to me. I want to see those results. And it has come in. 9% says, I already sell on my website. You know what? What? 9%? 9% get 9%. Number 2 says, I'm interested in selling products. That's 70% of you. That is great. And 21% says, no, I do not currently offer online sales. No worries. We're going to get you sorted out today. Let's keep it moving. All right, so we're going to be diving into a live demonstration. So we're going to be getting set up. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys. And just give me 1 second. Let me get set up. Let me show you guys what is going on. All right, so you guys are seeing my screen now, right? So remember, I'm going to be talking about doing it yourself. If you are a business owner, and you want to be able to do it yourself, no problem. I'm going to be showing you guys the steps to get started with the WordPress software. And I use WordPress because it is the one platform where every single Caribbean payment gateway connects with it, no problem, and also connects with the popular payment gateways like PayPal and Stripe if you want to use those as well. All right. So that being said, Let's start with the domain name. Now, to purchase your domain name, I would always recommend going to Namecheap.com. Namecheap.com does a couple of things really well. So it's one of the platforms that has the largest amount of domain extensions. That's like the .coms, the .orgs, the .shop. They have the largest amount of domain selections. And on top of that, they have some of the best prices to purchase your domain name. So here's how it's gonna go. First, we're gonna type in the name that we want. So I'm gonna type in Content Factory, right? And I'm gonna search. Content Factory is the name of my brand, my business. I wanna see what kind of domain names I can get for that platform, right? So what I want you to do is, before you start scrolling through, you're gonna look for the sign that says Explore More plus sign. You're gonna click on the plus sign. And this is going to now give us the filters for all of the different branded domain names. So if my business, Content Factory, if my business is a marketing business, which would fall under the marketing category, I can click on marketing, and these are all of the different branded marketing domain names. So I could do contentfactory.agency, I love it. Contentfactory.blog, .click, .emails, .events, social.soar, contentfactory.sucks. Imagine that, .sucks, and they want to charge me $270 US for that domain. I'm not paying that kind of money to tell you that my website sucks. I can't get behind that, right? So all of the prices are there. You get to pick which one you want, and the prices are listed, right? But just take a look at all of the different filters. So you could do something like, you could have retail, shopping and sales. And check this out. You could have .auction, bargains, .boutique. I know plenty Caribbean businesses would love a .boutique domain name. Look at that, .cheap. We love cheap. We love cheap prices. So why not just go and get your domain name saying contentfactory.cheap and own it, run with it. You got .deals, .discount, .fashion. There are tons of different makeup artists. You got .makeup. There are tons of different branded domain names. Look at all the different categories, and you guys will be able to pick one that works for you. And the beautiful thing is that before .coms are still the most popular ones, right? But now that the branded domain names are out in full effect, these are getting picked up really good by the search engines, and the number one way to drive traffic to your platforms is still content. So people don't have to type in your domain name to get to your website. They could just type in your name and find it. But remember, these things look really good when you're doing your business cards, when you are telling people your website. That branded domain name signifies that you're not just the average .com person. Who wants to be a .com person anymore? Right now, my websites are digipreneur.fm, like .fm radio. My digital age.show, because it's a web show, right? Branded domain names are in. Go through Namecheap, pick your domain name, and you could purchase it. The second step after purchasing your domain name would be to find a hosting provider. So because WordPress is self-hosting, right? Meaning you have to go to a third-party company to purchase your own hosting. If you were to use platforms like Wix, Flow Business, Shopify, all of these other platforms, they self-host, meaning you're gonna buy your domain name on those platforms, and they are the hosting provider. So you don't have to do what we're gonna be looking at today. But for WordPress, right? WordPress, you need a third-party host. What I would always recommend to everybody would be to not just take my word for it, but go on Google and type in WordPress hosting reviews, and then look through and see the reviews of the top hosting companies that specialize in WordPress hosting, all right? Now, one of the top companies that has been one of the best for years, I'm going to be using them as the example, is a company called SiteGround. SiteGround is one of the top companies year after year for as long as I've been building websites that specialize in WordPress hosting. So whoever you decide to select as your WordPress host, what you want to do is you want to hover over their hosting section and look for specifically where it says WordPress hosting. And I'm going to show you guys what you want to be looking for when you are picking a WordPress hosting provider, right? So your domain name. So this domain name, I just want to touch on one thing. When you purchase a domain name, your domain name you get to purchase that name on a yearly basis. So this is a one-time purchase per year. It's a yearly purchase, sorry, right? So you purchase it, and you could either take a one-year lease, a 2-year lease, or a 3-year lease, right? But that is a yearly purchase. When you are getting your hosting, your hosting is a monthly fee. So you'll be paying $3.69 per month. There are hosting providers that do offer yearly and 2-year, and they give it to you at reduced rates. That way you can purchase your domain name and your hosting, and you only pay that one-time fee per year. Or you can go with the standard. Most companies are going to be offering you monthly fees. So domain name is one time per year, and hosting is monthly. So SiteGround starts at $3.69 per month. So here's what I want you guys to be paying attention to when you are looking at your hosting providers, right? Now, you're seeing things like 10 gigs of web space. Websites are very small files. Like, your websites are not even a megabyte in size. They are in kilobytes, right? If you have a website that is like 2 megabytes, 4 megabytes, those are extremely large websites. So when you see hosting providers giving you a limited amount of space, that's okay. 10 gigs is more than enough. There are going to be some hosting providers that are going to give you unlimited space, but the companies that do give you unlimited, what they do is you're sharing the services. So if somebody's other websites are hogging the traffic and the bandwidth, that could potentially slow down your website. So I tend to not do websites that give me unlimited. I want my own dedicated server space. So I would go with something that has a limited amount. And remember, websites are very small files. 10 gigs is more than enough. You're never going to go over that. What else I'm looking for? These key things. 1, free SSL. The SSL certificate is this little key lock on your website. This encrypts your website. That way, when you are selling on your website, people can put their credit card details on your site and not worry about their credit cards being hacked. There are hosting companies that are charging you for SSL certificates. I'm not using them. I would always recommend picking a hosting provider that gives you an SSL certificate for free. That's just one less charge you got to worry about, right? So SiteGround gives it to you for free. The next key thing you're going to be looking at is a lot of hosting companies charge you for a CDN, a content delivery network. You want a company that's giving you a CDN for free. Why that's important is because you have no idea where in the world people are going to be visiting your website from. My top 3 countries that visit my website is the US, India, and Brazil, right? You have no idea where people are going to be viewing your website from. A content delivery network essentially is your hosting provider. They have bought servers around the world, right? And they put a copy of your website on all of those servers around the world, and wherever the person is viewing your website from, their computer would search for where is the closest server to them and direct that user to that server closest to them. If you do not have a CDN and your hosting provider only has that one server in Miami, and that person's watching your site from India, whenever we do speed tests and you see that word ping is like the travel time, how long it takes from that person's computer to essentially connect to that server, right? So if there's only one server and they're connecting from India, that signal has to travel all the way from India all the way over to Miami. And the length of time that ping takes is the amount of load time for them, for your website to load up for them. So again, you have no idea where they're going to be watching you from. You want somebody who has a free CDN, so a copy of your website is going to be spread across the world. That's going to help with load times. That way they have a good user experience on your website. Every single thing else is pretty much standard. Every website, for the most part, is going to offer you backups, but you guys will be able to go through the rest, read the reviews, but those are the 3 things that I want you guys to pay attention to. Your free CDN, your free SSL, and you want dedicated web space. You don't really want to do the shared server space, all right? So after you purchase your domain name, you then purchase your hosting provider. I am going to show you how to pick a theme a WordPress website solution that you can now download that was professionally done by a company or a web developer. So you could purchase it and then you can install it onto your WordPress account. That way you have a professionally done website. So there's a marketplace I use called themeforest.net. Take a screenshot, write it down. Themeforest.net. It is one of the popular marketplaces for creatives to go and sell their digital goods. And themeforest.net, this is one of the top platforms where web developers develop a website solution and they go and sell it on this website, on this platform. So rather than having them do custom websites every single time, it's time consuming, it's expensive. What they do is they build a website in a box solution with multiple different layouts, and then they sell it on the platform. You purchase it, you download it, install it, and then you can customize everything about it. But everything is already done for you, and you have a professionally built website that is e-commerce ready. So let me show you how this works. So we're gonna go on themeforest.net, and then we're gonna type in something, a keyword related to your niche. So if your niche is soaps, if you're making gourmet soaps, I love to buy bath soaps. If you're making soaps, type in soap. Watch this. We're gonna type in soap, and 24 items came up that web developers built specifically for handmade gourmet soap artisans. All right? These are specifically built websites for soaps. If you were to type in cake, all of these 343 websites are built from web developers and companies specifically designed for cake people. All right? So we're gonna go we're gonna type in cake. And now this is the key. This is the key. I'm gonna slow down. I get excited. I'm gonna slow down, but I get excited. What we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll down on the left-hand side, and we're gonna look for where it says compatible with, and you're gonna click on Elementor. You're gonna scroll down on the left-hand side, you're gonna look for compatible with, and you're gonna look for Elementor. Remember, this workshop is being recorded. You're gonna get copies of it after, right? Elementor is a page builder. It is a tool that web developers use to build websites. Elementor is almost like Wix, but for WordPress. It customizes almost exactly like Wix does. They're both two companies from Israel. They're very similar, but Elementor is for WordPress. So we want to click on compatible with Elementor, and this is going to narrow down all of the websites that were built with Elementor. All right. So all of these websites are built with Elementor. So you're going to click on it and check this out. You're then going to click on preview item. And this is the fun part. Every single theme that you see, the developers have done multiple layouts. They operate differently, they look differently, different animations, different touch. So you purchase this one solution and it's coming with 6 different layouts. You could change it up I would probably do it like every 1.5 to 2 years. I do a little refresh of my website, but you get 6 different design layouts. Oh no, you get more. Look at that. Look how many different layouts you get in this one solution. So what you're then going to do is you're going to click to view demo. A website, a new tab is going to pop up, and this is the full website in a demo mode. This is everything you're going to be getting. So we're going to be able to install this layout, and everything you see, all the pictures, the layout, the infrastructure, that is going to install on our WordPress solution. And then we just have to go in here and change the information, change the colors, change the pictures. If we don't like a section, we can delete it. But everything is essentially done. You have a 100% built website. You just have to customize it. Even the e-commerce, you can click on shop. You have different layouts for the shop. So look at this. Even the products, the shop is already built for you. So you just got to change the images. You can click on a product. Look at the layout. Everything is already, the infrastructure is there. You just have to put in all of the information. Look, I can put in, I want 5 bread. Add to cart, and then I can click on view cart. All of this is already done for you. Check this out. Proceed to checkout, and then the person, all of this is already done for you. You just have to put in the information, all right? So I'm gonna give you guys an example of how this is going to look. I have already purchased a theme. So I'm going to download, I'm gonna download my installable, whoops, wrong one. I'm going to click on download my installable WordPress file. I'm gonna hit save. And I am now in the back end of my WordPress website, all right? So I'm in the back end right now. I'm going to click on appearance. And the reason I want to show you guys this is so you guys can see just how easy it is. I know we have a mental block when it comes to website, but I want to show you guys how easy it is, right? I'm going to click on themes, appearance, themes. I'm then going to click on add new and upload the theme that I just purchased. And check this out. I'm going to drag that file that I just downloaded. I'm going to drag and drop it, and I'm going to hit install. I'm doing this all before your eyes. This is all real time. This is live, just to show you guys that a perfectly done website can be easy to do. So I'm going to click on activate because we're going to activate that theme. And the first thing it tells me is, hey, the website has a bunch of plugins that need to be installed to power the functionality and the design of the website. So I'm going to go ahead and click on begin installing the plugins. I'm going to hit apply to install all of those plugins. Whoops. I'm going to install, hit apply. And this is going to install all of those plugins, right? Now, this does take a minute. So while this is installing, you guys can see the progress it is installing. I hope that by the end of this workshop, the thoughts around a website, the headache around websites have been demystified, all right? We want to show you the process of how building your own website is. And remember, this is the start. After you install this website, the fun begins because now you're going to be customizing it. You're going to be putting your logos, you're going to be putting your pictures, and you're putting it into what is already a built infrastructure and changing all the information, changing the colors, right? Now, if you are somebody where you're like, even though this looks relatively simple, I'm still not comfortable, the good news is that Flow Business has their smart solutions where they have a team that builds the websites for you. This workshop is so important for us because we need you to understand that you have options. If you want to do it yourself, if you are somebody, you're a small business, you're cash strapped, because I've learned all of this because I was broke. I was broke when I started, right? I had no money for nada. I could buy books. I bought courses, right? Cheap courses to learn a lot of this stuff, and I spent hours and hours on YouTube learning all of this stuff that I've known. So I built this stuff from scratch and just learn from scratch with as little as possible, right? So you have options. You can go a DIY route, and I've showed you that website hosting starts as low as $3.69. And if doing it yourself is too much, if you don't have the time, but you have the resources, because in this day and age, you have to have one or the other. You either have to have the time to learn how to do it yourself, or you have to have the resources so you can pay somebody to do it. So if you want to pay somebody because you don't have the time, Flow Business Smart Solutions is here. But if you do not have the resources, then you better have the time. You better have the time to learn this and go about building it yourself. You cannot not have either one. You have to have one or the other. You either have to have the time to learn how to do it and build it, or you have to have the resources to go ahead and have someone build it for you. Flow Business Solutions has some great price points to get this thing done, and they're going to come in afterwards and fix up. So my thing has installed. I am going to refresh. So before, I had a blank website. It was blank. It just said coming soon. It was blank, right? Now I've installed all of the plugins, but here's the fun part now, right? Here's the fun part. I now get to click on which option for the theme layouts do I want. So my theme is a coaching theme. I have 8 different layouts to choose from, right? So I'm going to look and I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to click on import demo. And this is going to bring in all of the images, all of the infrastructure, all of the animations. It's going to bring every single thing in that the web developers have created. It's going to bring it in, and that way my website is 100% done. All of it is done. Check this out. It's installed, right? Now when I go and click on visit website, check this out. Karen Rose World. Animations. What? Look at everything. Look at Becky. My year's experience, everything popping up. Look at everything. All the infrastructure's there, the animations, everything is there, right? Now, if I want to start customizing it, because this website is built with Elementor, I would click on Edit with Elementor and check this out. Once we click on Edit with Elementor, it's going to load up the front page editor. Front page editor meaning we don't have to work with code. We are editing from what you're going to see on the website. So we're going to hover over stuff. We're going to click on it, and we're just going to type over. So this says, are you having a serious exist? Oh my goodness. No, we're not. Hello, Flow Business World. Just like that, I can help. And I'm going to change that. Rose can help. If I want to change a picture, click on the picture. Click on choose image. I can drag and drop an image. Do I have an image? Do I have an image handy? I have an image handy. Don't worry, I got you guys. I got you guys. I have an image handy. We're just going to drag and drop an image, right? Drag and drop an image, and look how easy it is to change the images in the infrastructure. I'm gonna hit insert media, and bam, look, my image there. What? And you go through the entire website customizing everything. Customize everything to your standards. All the animations, all the infrastructure is there. So you're going to go through page by page customizing. You can add new pages, but this is the starting point. This is where you can get started. And I mean, we're going to have more content, more workshops that are going to be coming out to dive in deeper into this, but this is the starting point to get you guys started. All right. This is where you can have a fully done website, drag and drop, customize the website as you see fit without the headache of coding. There's no coding needed to make these changes on the websites. All right. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. All right. So that's the starting point. And I hope that gave you guys an idea as to how to go about getting started with the WordPress solution, how to purchase your domain name, how to purchase hosting, and how to get a theme that's within your space, install it, and how to do a little bit of the customizations. If you guys want more content and information around building your digital presence, building your websites, you can follow me over on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok at Karen Rose. I'm super active on LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok, and also on Facebook. If you follow me over there, be sure to check out the Digipreneur FM podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We do a lot of content around building your businesses online in the Caribbean. And last but not least, if you have not checked out my website, KarenRose.com, go there, jump on the email list or the push notification list. We have tons of content, everything geared towards helping Caribbean entrepreneurs build their digital presence and monetize their platforms. If you enjoyed this workshop, give me a boom, bang, bang. That's it from me. That's it from me. Gaynell, talk to me. Where you at, Gaynell?
It's always the boom, bang, bang for me, Karen, every time. So energetic and so full of life. Listen, I'm going to give you a full minute to catch your breath, get yourself together. Yes, get some liquid in you as well. Drink water and mind your business, or
Yes.
a version of it. And what we're going to do is we're going to share a real life customer experience for you. So take a listen and watch.
Hi, my name is Jason Carmichael, and I'm the team leader of Ace Aquatics. Ace Aquatics is the leading aquarium and pond installation and maintenance company in Barbados. And we also have a retail segment, the pet store here in Black Rock, where we can set you up with everything that you need for your aquarium and pond and give you first-class advice to go with it. What can Flow Business do to support business owners like myself, especially in terms of connectivity? You don't get do-overs during the pandemic. That's actually become my mantra. All the times have to line up, all the ducks have to be in a row. So you need to have the internet working at all times. You need to be able to get hold of your guys when you need to be able to get hold of them, and they need to be able to get hold of you. If there's, God forbid, an emergency, it has to be able to be addressed there and then. It has to be precise. I definitely believe that the smart solutions are going to be beneficial for any small business. It allows you to be able to do those things that can be done away from the office. It allows me to be able to pull off on the side of the road if something is going on, and something absolutely must be looked at, addressed, and so on. I can pull off on the side of the road, and with my phone, I can still be in the office. Everything is social media. People don't sit down and watch a TV and watch the ads anymore. You get your advertisements coming to your phone. You'll see your advertisements when you're going through your Facebook or so forth. So this is allowing us now to send emails and email blasts and basically do an advertising campaign. The more that you can get and the less you have to pay for it, the better. So the ability to be able to control our bills and get a great product is fantastic. What we love about the Business Email Pro is it gives the company an even more professional appearance. People prefer this because they feel as if their information is better routed where it should go. They know that if they send it to pet store at Ace Aquatics, the pet store is going to get it and address it. And also they feel that there's a little bit more privacy that way, because if you're asking, if you're querying something about your account or whatnot, you might not necessarily want that going to the pet store. Yes, I definitely and unreservedly recommend Flow Business to all small businesses. I love the support that I get, because at any point in time, if there's a problem and I call somebody, I know that I'm going to get someone, and I know I'm going to get a solution. And for me, that makes all the difference.
And that, of course, was a real customer experience through Jason Carmichael. So thank you so much. Got to remind myself to visit that pet store. Now, Karen, I hope you can join me here, because Karen, we have questions that I'm hoping that you can get our people answered. First of all, the praises are coming through. So that's the first thing you need to know. People definitely were gassed up by what you've had to say. And I would agree, demystify is the operative word. So first of all, I think somebody wants some clarity. Thank you. I believe it was Melissa, who wanted to know if WordPress isn't free. I remember you had made a distinction very early in the presentation, so that might be where it came through. Could you just give her a little clarity there?
Yes. So, excuse me. All right. So WordPress did a terrible job at trying to. They have two products. They have WordPress.com, which is an online platform. It's a blogging community. You can build a website through WordPress.com. There is a free option for that as well. You could go free through that, but I wouldn't recommend it. What you really want is WordPress.org, which is the website building software. That is what I showed today. Now, when you go to any one of the hosting providers that specialize in WordPress, the WordPress software is free. You're paying for it. You're not paying for it, but you're paying for the hosting for them to keep your files online. But they allow you to install the WordPress website building software on their hosting platform. So WordPress is free. What you're paying for is you're paying for the hosting, for the monthly service fee for the hosting. You're paying the yearly fee for your domain name. If you decide that you want to go the route of what I showed with going to ThemeForest and buying a ready-made built website that it's in your theme, there's a fee for that, right? And then you can install it. There's no charge to install it unless you hire somebody to do that for you, and you can customize it for free unless you're paying somebody to do the customizations for you.
All right, so that's great information. Now, in relation to exactly what you're speaking about there, Riandra wants to know, is it already compatible for mobile and tablet devices?
Yes, when you use a theme builder called Elementor, Elementor is ready-made, built for tablets, for mobile devices, and your desktops. That is the beautiful thing about Elementor. And you can actually, I didn't show it, but you can actually switch between desktop, tablet, and mobile and edit accordingly with to whichever view you're trying to customize.
Okay. We've got Catherine who says, I purchased a website name already. Can I just go to SiteGround and go from there?
Yes, you can. You can go to SiteGround. Any hosting provider, they will help you bring your domain name from wherever you purchase it from and bring it into their platform, and they'll get you set up.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is the exact same question or just a slight change to the question. Are the Elementor sites via WordPress auto-converted to mobile and tablet use? I know in Wix, you have to go into some of those versions and sometimes edit the elements.
They're all automatically changed over. But remember, Elementor is a page builder. There is a company or there's a website developer who is using Elementor to create those website tools. So no two websites built on Elementor are the same, because when you're purchasing those solutions that I showed from ThemeForest, if you look, those are all from different companies and different people, right? So you have some companies who make amazing sites. You have other people who might make it not so great. Now, Elementor does automatically change over all of the elements, and some elements that don't show up good on mobile, they automatically remove it. But you have full customization and access to make those changes, add those elements back in, or if you don't like how something looks, you can either hide it on mobile or tablet, or remove it altogether and put something else in specifically for mobile. You have full choice to do that.
Okay, let's get to everyone's favorite part now, the money. After the online sale has been made via the e-platforms, how are the funds transferred to my bank account in Barbados, especially in light of our, local and foreign exchange controls?
That's not a problem. Nobody has a problem anymore, period, right? So we have companies. We have WePay. WePay is throughout the Caribbean. We also have First Atlantic Commerce. Those are two of our biggest payment gateways throughout the Caribbean, right? You can connect either WePay to your platform, and when someone adds to cart, they check out. It brings them to a WePay page. The customer puts in their credit card information. That money would go into your WePay wallet. And once you are in a country, a Caribbean country where WePay is operating, then once you log into WePay, you can withdraw the funds. They would deposit it into your local bank account. If you decide to go the route of utilizing First Atlantic Commerce, they are the largest payment gateway in the Caribbean. If you go through First Atlantic Commerce, because First Atlantic Commerce requires you to open up a merchant bank account, they have a partnership with the bank. So once First Atlantic Commerce processes that payment from your website, within 24 to 48 hours, the money is automatically reflecting into your bank account. No Caribbean, and I'm stressing on this because I have to stress on it, there is no Caribbean island that has payment problems. We have a lack of information. That's the biggest problem. But we do not have problems getting paid in the Caribbean when it comes to e-commerce.
So WePay, okay. Wayne asks, when would you recommend someone when would you recommend paying someone to customize your website?
That depends on you. That is 100% on you. If you have the money, go through. If you like doing it, so I could afford hiring somebody to build it for me, but I love building my websites. I don't like building websites for people, but I like building my websites for my businesses. So that's a personal choice. There is no time when you should or should not. That's a personal choice. There are people that I know that have teams that do all of the other things within their business, but they still like to build their own platform. So it's a personal choice.
Okay, I know tons of questions are coming in. We can take one more. I think this one was very similar to what Wayne was asking. Just going to, okay, so this is a security question. We're going to make this our last question for now. And I know they're still coming in. And don't forget, connect with Caron, you know, on all of the platforms that he gave you, all. So this is interesting. DIY security. Recently, WordPress vulnerabilities with plugins from specific vendor. They don't remember the name, but based on your demo, importing the theme and the plugins that were used to give the site's functionality, is there a portal to receive these alerts? And nope, there's more to this question. I'm just trying to get it scrolled. Is there a portal to receive these alerts and assist you in changing out the plugins? That was the very detailed question.
Yeah, so there's a plugin section on WordPress where you manage all of your plugins that you can add or remove as you see fit. There's tons and tons of WordPress security companies that you could purchase. So the main one that I use WordFence. WordFence, I pay for the premium version. You could set up WordFence on your account, and they're one of the top WordPress security companies. There's tons of WordPress security companies. I would recommend jumping on YouTube, doing your homework. There are free WordPress security companies that you could use. There's also paid. Again, WordPress is open source, so you have options. There are companies that are constantly building out solutions for WordPress because it's open source. So again, up to you. I would jump on Google, check out the different WordPress security companies, and then pick one that you're comfortable with and add it to your website. It's 100% recommended you add a WordPress security company or a WordPress security plugin to your platform. Good question.
Thank you so much, Caron. Fantastic presentation. I know you have people gassed well up today, so it's up to them now to make sure they follow Caron, stay in touch, because this is a full community that we want to keep building. And I know he's going to be excited to see how your websites are going.
For sure, Gaynell, thank you. And I hope you guys have the rest of a wonderful presentation. If you don't want to do it yourself, stay tuned for learning how to do it, learning how to have someone do it for you.
Sounds great. Thank you, Caron. Oh, that was some fantastic stuff. And we've got more great stuff lined up for you here. Up next, we are going to introduce you to Stephanie Walker. She's a digital solutions specialist that has worked for over 7 years to help businesses make the most out of the technology available to them. She started her career working in one of Latin America's leading marketplaces at the time, training small businesses to make the transition to selling online. She went on to manage and the implementations of e-commerce solutions for businesses of all sizes and consulting on better online selling practices. And now she leads projects that aim to bring digital solutions to small businesses across different countries. And I know this sounds like you need to pay attention closely to Ms. Stephanie Walker. How are you doing today, Stephanie?
Really good, Gaynell. Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Great. Thank you. So today I will be presenting you with a solution that Flow Business has for you. So hopefully after Karen Rose's great presentation, you are all thinking now, I mean, that 10% that was not thinking about a website, hopefully you're now thinking about getting a website. And you know, all those solutions that he presented, especially the WordPress, he really, again, the word demystified how it is. I know sometimes it can be a little daunting thinking about domains and hosting, and I think he really did a good job of explaining how really anyone can do it. So the solution that I'm going to present right now is for those of you who, even though you've seen how easy it is. You might not have the time to go ahead and do it all yourself. You might still think, yeah, it sounds easy, but it's not for me. So we're going to present a solution that is very, very friendly for everyone to use, because you're going to get a solution where we will handle everything for you, right? So Flow Business, thinking about small businesses out there who, are focused on growing their business, tending to their customers, to their clients, but they still want to make sure that they have this option of a website, of having their business online, selling their products online, that they also have that option, even though they might not have the time or the team to create this website. We are presenting the website and online store smart solution. So you have already heard Jason Carmichael talk a little bit about how the smart solutions have helped his business, and hopefully you will allow us to help your business as well. So as I mentioned, with the website and online store smart solution, we can take care of everything for you. So starting with domain, all you have to do is let us know what domain name you would want for your business. And if it's a .com domain, it is included. So you don't have to go ahead and purchase it. You don't have to do anything. As long as you're a Flow Business customer, we will take care of paying it and renewing it and managing it. So there's nothing you have to do except telling us what domain name you want for your business. Hosting already included on Amazon Web Services, so it's reliable, no issues with it being slow delivering your content, your website being down, no issues here, it's all taken care of, it's pretty secure. So we've talked domain, we've talked hosting, and now how will you create your website? So we have a very easy to use website builder. So you have two options. If you're feeling adventurous, creative, and you want to create your own website, you can do so using our own website builder, which is pretty easy to use. You can drag and drop all the elements, and you can add text, you can add images, image slides, galleries. We even have a free stock image gallery. So if you haven't taken these really beautiful pictures of your business, but you still want to have some really good looking pictures on the website, you can take them from that stock photo gallery. We have options to add forms so that customers can leave information for you, ask information about your business, requesting quotes, or just leaving a comment in general for you to be able to communicate with them. We can even add a WhatsApp button, so if you're on WhatsApp and you want your customers to communicate immediately with you, they can do so. And the best part, I think, is for those of you really wanting to start selling online. You can add your product catalog. We can add payment methods like PayPal and Stripe, and you can start selling online. And even if you don't have a PayPal or Stripe account or another online payment account, you can still sell online, because you can use other offline methods. And this is like, you can go along, right? You don't need to have everything set up to start your website, to start your online store. You can start small and start growing it. It's important that you just take the leap, just bring your business online, let us help you. And the great part of this is that you will enjoy all of the benefits that Karen already mentioned to us. So your business will be open 24/7, whether it's just a website with all your information, leading customers to your physical site, or if you already included your products and you start selling online, it's open for business all the time. You don't have to be there all the time. Your business will be there all the time. Again, we are there to help you. So if you don't want to build your websites yourself, you don't have someone on your team, we have a group of designers who will do it for you. So even though the website builder is pretty easy to use, if you decide to skip that part, someone will do it, and you can rest assured that it will be someone who's professional, who's a designer. So they will take all the care to make it look just like you would want it to look. So really beautiful, including all the information that you want. We do need you to provide all the information. Obviously, we want it to be according to your needs, according to what your business is, making sure that your customers can see everything that you have to offer through the design that we make. So just give us all the information. We create a beautiful website that reflects your business. And if you go to that option, from the moment you request a domain and give us all the information, it will take us up to 5 business days to create your website. So I think that's not a long time to get your website up and running from zero to really having it up and there for everyone to see. And I think the best part of it all is that you have business class support throughout the whole process. So from the moment that you're thinking about your domain, maybe you are not sure what the best domain option is or what you should take into account, you can always rely on our support to help you. Again, if you decide to build your own website, you might be trying to figure out how things work on our website builder. You still have the support. It's 24/7. It's experts on our products on the platform who will be able to guide you, showing you how to do certain things. And you can even ask us if you don't want us to do your whole website. You can still add certain elements, modify certain things that you already did. So you don't have to fight with it. We're always there to help you. We want your business to succeed. We want this to be as easy as possible. So our service experts will always be there to support you. And even if we build your website, you will always have access to a website builder so that you can add more information as your business grows, as you add more services, more products, or seasons change, businesses change. So if some of that information needs to be updated, you can always come on the website builder and add more information, change it, update it, make it look more fresh. And again, you have the support. So if you want to do it and you get stuck, you're not sure how to do something and you don't want to break it, that's okay. You can contact our support and we will always help you do it or do it ourselves, just to make this all really easy, really painless, having your business up and running the whole time. So again, we will take care of domain, we will take care of hosting, you will have access to our website builder, or you can ask for one of our designers to build it for you. All of this is included. All of this is designed for small businesses, entrepreneurs who are ready to take the leap to have their website, but maybe don't have the time or don't want to deal with all of this. So if you're ready to take the leap, if you don't want to go out there and see what's all of those different options, which again, as Karen said, there are so many out there. There are so many. So if you don't want to get lost in all of that, know that Flow Business is here for you. We are your partners in this, and we will be happy to help you, just as we helped Ace Aquatics, grow their business and be online as soon as possible. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you so much. Got a couple questions here for you that came in. And first of all, I know that the business is designed to be up 24/7 because of the online presence, but your support, is that also available 24/7?
Yes, our support is available 24/7. So if you are a late night person, you're working at 3 a.m. on your website, that's okay. There will always be somebody there to help you.
And if a person builds or creates their own website with your site builder, but they still need more help, would you be able to intervene at whatever stage they're at, or do you have to start from the beginning?
Yes, we will be able to help them at any point. So here, it's whatever you choose, right? So if you want to build it yourself and you're having some issues because you don't know how to proceed, how to continue, how to do a certain thing, you can always come and ask our support just to tell you what to do next, how to do whatever it is that you were trying to do, or to actually take over and do that for you, because you don't want to lose a lot of time, just make it happen and that's it. So we have those options available.
Okay, here's another audience question. What is the e-commerce payment method that you had mentioned earlier in your presentation? If you can just go through that.
Right, so we have already some payment gateways integrated like PayPal and Stripe. So those are already plugged in and ready to use if you have an account. You just have to introduce them and you can start using those online payment methods. If you don't have any of those, you can still sell online if you accept offline payment methods like payment against delivery. If you have your own delivery, you can accept bank transfers or deposits, so you can still benefit from having your catalog online and receiving orders online. but then processing payments directly through your bank account.
Sounds great. Another audience question here. Do you support other platforms or just the Flow site builder?
So this is kind of like an integral solution. Everything's already built in together. So it's only with the builder that we have. So if you are thinking about getting someone to develop your own code, to build something very specific or using another platform, unfortunately, we cannot support that. I think the options that Karen presented, they're pretty good. But here we're just, we're working with our own platform.
Okay, and finally, and I guess this is more of an all-encompassing question, how soon does a small business, or even a large one, need a website?
Sorry, didn't hear correctly. What's the question again?
How soon does a business need a website? You set up a business, when's the time to start launching your website?
Now. Now, every time that passes that you don't have a website, you're missing out on all of the benefits, right? So people could be finding you right now. People could be looking at whatever business that you're doing, and it's going to somebody else who's already online. So if you're still thinking about it, just take the leap.
I feel like you managed the last 10% that were thinking, do I need one? Stephanie said now. It's now. You need one and you need one now. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you, Gaynell.
Thank you. My goodness, we have had so much great information here today, and none of this would have been possible without Flow and the partners in presentation for making this happen. But right now, I want to introduce you to Andrea Liverpool. She's got a degree in telecommunications from the London Metropolitan University, and Andrea has a wealth of experience in the industry and has worked with customer solutions, delivery coordinator, head of customer experience, and head of retail in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we want to give Andrea the floor for the closing remarks today. Hello, Andrea.
Hi, Gaynell. Thank you very much. Colleagues, friends, small business owners, thank you for joining us for the Ultimate Business Website Workshop, part of the Innovation Conference series powered by Flow Business. Today's session has certainly provided us with valuable insight about how we can grow our online presence, create opportunities, and ultimately achieve success. Now, speaking about valuable insights, I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to Kieran Rose for a very informative presentation. Thank you, Kieran, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to teach us not just why we should build our own ultimate website, but also showing us exactly how to get it done. I'm sure many of our audience will be implementing what was shared here today. Thank you for sharing your expertise. Now, if you're just like me and want someone to do it for you, I'm so happy Stephanie Walker joined us today. You heard from her, empowered with a bespoke website which Flow Business can create and manage for you. And remember, ready in under 1 week. Your products and services can be accessed anytime, anywhere, allowing your business to grow and target demographics and customers beyond your physical location. Thank you, Stephanie. Now is the absolute best time to partner with Flow Business to help multiply your growth. To the entire Flow Business team, thank you for your continued commitment to always keeping our small businesses connected to the things that matter most. As we continue to celebrate small businesses in 2022, thank you once again for joining us, and see you in the next edition of our Innovation Conference series. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrea, and we can't wait for the next series indeed. Right now, I turn your attention back to the screen as we present to you Flow Business Website.
Introducing Flow Business with fast and reliable business connectivity. Plus our new smart solutions, we're ready to keep your business thriving and growing. It's been a tough year, but we're here to help you come back stronger and more connected than ever before. Meet Peter. He owns Island Cafe, a local coffee shop. Modern cafes and restaurants in the area have adapted to the new normal by using digital channels to promote their business. But Peter's coffee shop is struggling. He wishes he had a way to showcase his business online and find new customers. But he doesn't know where to start, and running his coffee shop is a full-time job. Flow Business has Peter covered. With our website and online store smart solution, Peter's able to showcase his business online and reach a whole new audience. We take care of the website design and development so he can take care of business. With professionally designed templates plus the ability to easily drag and drop images and videos, we'll show his business at its best. He can integrate his social media profiles plus maps functionality so everyone knows how to get to his cafe for their morning espresso. That's not all. Once Peter's cafe is set up with a website, we can add an online store so that his customers can save time and order their coffee ahead of visiting, making their payment quickly and securely with more than 30 payment methods already integrated into his site, including PayPal. Flow Business is with Peter every step of the way. If he needs support with his website, our digital experts are standing by and ready to help 24 hours a day. After a few months of having his website and online store up and running, Peter's seeing more customers than ever. People from all over town and even further afield visit his coffee shop after finding him online. If you're ready to level up your business and get online with our smart solutions, Flow Business is here to help. Showcase your business to hundreds of potential new customers with super fast connectivity and a website and online store from Flow Business.
We can't thank you enough for joining us here today for Websites and Smart Solutions, brought to you by Flow Business. We thank Andrea for the final word today, Stephanie for a good solid word on how to get the support for your website, Karen for gassing us up in terms of you best get yourself a website, and of course the opening and encouraging remarks from Carlisle Roberts. I've been your host, Gaynell Marshall. It has been an absolute pleasure. Make sure you follow Flow for more of these very highly interactive, highly functional workshops.
Thank you, Gaynell. Just a few quick reminders as we close. If you would like more information or if you have questions, please contact a member of the Flow Business team at one of the following email addresses on your screen. And as a reminder, we will be sending you a link to this presentation by email early next week. Finally, please find and follow us on your social media accounts. We can be found on LinkedIn, Facebook, and online. Thank you again for joining us.